Hello, friends. This is my story. A story of danger and love. A story of a street thief who stole more than money. He stole my heart. My name is Maya. I'm a simple girl. I never wanted drama in my life. I never looked for trouble. But trouble found me. Let me tell you what happened. I live in a small city. I go to work every day. I take care of my family. I love quiet mornings, hot tea, and books. I work in a small bookstore. It's peaceful. I see people come in. Some buy books. Some talk. I smile. I help them. I don't have many friends. I am quiet, shy. I never liked parties. I never liked boys who talk too much. But one day, everything changed. Because he came into my life. A thief. A stranger. And my heart began to change. It was a rainy day. I remember that clearly. I closed my umbrella and stepped into the bookstore. The doorbell rang behind me. Ding! I turned, and I saw him. He was tall. He wore a black hoodie. His face was half covered. He looked cold, wet, and dangerous. He didn't talk. He didn't smile. He looked around like he was hiding. I felt something. A strange feeling. Fear? No. It was something else. Curiosity. He walked to the shelf. He picked up a book, but he didn't read it. Then I saw it. He put the book inside his coat. He was stealing. I froze. I didn't move. Should I say something? Should I call the police? But then he looked at me. His eyes met mine. Brown eyes. Full of pain. Full of stories. I don't know why, but I didn't call the police. Instead, I'd walked over. I said, "You can take the book, but you have to come back tomorrow." He looked surprised. He slowly nodded. Then he left. And just like that, my heart beat faster. Why? Why did I let him go? I didn't think he would come back. But he did. Same black hoodie. Same quiet eyes. He said, "You said to come back." I gave him tea. He sat quietly. We talked a little. His name was Rayan. No last name. No job. No family. I asked, "Why did you steal?" He said, "Because I was hungry, and I needed something to read." I smiled, and that was the start of something I did not understand. He came every day. We talked more. He told me stories about the street, about running, about hiding, but he never told me everything. He had secrets. I started to wait for him. I started to miss him. Was this love? I didn't know, but I knew my heart was no longer quiet. One evening, I saw him near the market. He took a wallet from a man's pocket. I felt cold. I ran to him. I said, "Why, Rayan? You said you stopped?" He looked at me. His eyes were sad. "I have no choice," he said. "If I don't steal, I don't eat." Tears filled my eyes. "I can help you, but you must stop." He said nothing. He walked away. That night, I cried. Why did I fall for a thief? I tried to forget him. I tried to focus on my work, but my heart was not listening. I dreamed of him. I remembered his voice, his laugh, his pain. He was not just a thief. He was a person broken, lost, like a bird with no sky. I wanted to help him, but could I change him? Or would he break my heart? One morning, I found a letter at my bookstore. It said, "Dear Maya, I'm leaving the city. I don't want to hurt you. Thank you for being kind to a thief like me. I will never forget your smile. R." My hands shook. I read the letter 10 times. He was gone, but something inside me said, No, this is not the end. I must find him. This was just the beginning of my story. I did not know then that the truth was much bigger. Rayan was not just a thief. He had enemies. He had a secret. And soon I would be in danger too. But I didn't care. Because love is stronger than fear. Do you want to hear what happened next? Then come back for part 2, Street Thief. The Secret Life of Rayan. Welcome back, friends. This is part 2 of my story. This part of my story is darker, more dangerous, more real. I thought Rayan was only a street thief, but I was wrong. He had secrets, big secrets, and I was about to discover everything. I sat in the bookstore reading his letter. Rayan had left the city. He said goodbye. He said he did not want to hurt me, but my heart was already hurting. Every day I waited. I looked at the door, hoping he would come back. He didn't. So I made a decision. I would find him. I asked people on the street. I asked at the market. Some knew his name, but nobody knew where he went. Then I met a boy named Imran. He was 10 years old. He said Rayan was kind to me. He gave me food once. I asked, "Do you know where he went?" Imran pointed to the old train station. He said he was leaving by train, he whispered. So I went there, and what I found changed everything. At the station, I saw a man. He had a big scar on his face. He was watching people, looking around. I walked past him, pretending not to look, but then he grabbed my arm. "Are you looking for Rayan?" he asked. My heart jumped. "Who are you?" I asked. He smiled. "I'm his old friend. Or maybe not a friend." There was danger in his voice. I pulled my hand away. "Tell him," he said. "He can't hide forever." Then he walked away. I realized something. Rayan was not just a thief. He was running from something or someone. He had enemies. Maybe a gang. Maybe something worse. I felt scared, but I also felt brave. I needed to know the truth, even if it hurt me. One night, I heard a knock at my door. I opened it, and my heart stopped. It was Rayan, wet from the rain, breathing fast, eyes full of fear. "Can I come in?" he asked. I pulled him inside. I wanted to hug him, but I waited. "Why did you leave?" I asked. He sat down. His hands were shaking. "I lied to you," he said. "I didn't just steal food." "What?" I asked. He looked into my eyes. "Information. From bad people. I found something I was not supposed to find." Rayan told me everything. He used to work for a group, a street gang. They stole money, phones, and more. But one day, he found a secret file. It had names, bank details, plans, big crimes, big people. He took the file and ran. Now they wanted him dead. "They will come for me," he said, "and maybe for you too." I was silent, but then I said, "We will run together." He looked shocked. "You would do that for me?" I said, "Yes, because I believe in you." We packed quickly, only the important things. We left the city by night, took a small bus to a town far away. No phones, no names, just silence. For a while, we were safe. We rented a small room near the sea. Rayan worked in a garage. I worked at a small cafe. Every evening, we sat by the beach. We didn't talk much, but our hearts were healing. He smiled more. I laughed again. For a moment, life was sweet. One day, I was walking home. A car stopped near me. A man came out, the same man with the scar. He said, Tell Rayan this is the last warning. Give us the file. I ran. I told Rayan. He didn't speak for a long time. Then he stood up. I can't run forever, he said. It ends now. That night, Rayan wrote a letter. He gave it to me. If something happens to me, he said, give this to the police. I held his hand. I'm not letting you go alone. But he kissed my forehead and left. Hours passed. I waited. Then a knock on the door. When I opened the door, Rayan was there. But he was not alone. 2 police officers were with him. Rayan looked tired, but free. He had given the file to the police. He told them everything. The gang was caught. Rayan was safe now, and so was I. Now we live in a quiet town. Rayan works honestly. I still run my bookstore. Sometimes people ask, how did you meet? I smile. It's a long story, I say. A thief once stole a book, but he also stole my heart. Thank you for listening to the final part of my story. Street Thief Stole My Heart was not just a story about crime. It was a story about love, hope, and second chances. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you felt something today. And remember, love can be found in the most unexpected places. Even on the street, even in the heart of a thief.